What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. Thanks again for tuning in. We're going to do a trade recap today. I'm going to be red on the day, $13,000, maybe probably like 13.5 with commission. So pretty much gave back all the money I won yesterday, unfortunately. Days like this really suck. They beat you down emotionally. And I'm really just disappointed in myself. Everything I did today was pretty dumb, and you just pay the price for it. So where's my P&L? Let's see, where'd you go? So this is my P&L. I traded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stocks today. I was green on majority of them, red on 2. Took 2 extremely big losses today that I really shouldn't have taken. And it was all basically emotional attachment and trading to those positions, which costed me money. So the typical thing you don't want to do is do a little revenge trading and do anything emotionally, which I can't say I was doing too much of. But anyways, what we're going to do is pretty much just cover the losing trades. We're not even going to go into the winning trades. The winning trades are completely irrelevant today. They make no difference because we're red on the day. So we're only going to cover the red trades in the day. Again, the green ones are pretty much of zero importance for today. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go over the 2 red ones, which is DTSS and Plug. So if you guys know, I've been mentioning to be bearish Plug, and we were bearish Plug. We had bearish moves today. I thought we would go a little lower. We didn't. Long story short, my short got squeezed a couple times. So this morning pre-market, the stock FCEL was going down, and Plug and FCEL have been moving somewhat in unison. So I seen that the stock FCEL was going down. I'm like, okay, this is going to go. And I was already short Plug, like 100, 200 shares, like, a pretty reasonable size. And then all of a sudden I got crazy and was like, let's go short like 3,000 shares Plug right here, thinking that we would break down pre-market. Well, we don't. We squeeze up. I lose a couple thousand. So I go from being up on the day a couple thousand to red on the day a couple thousand. And I was just pissed. Okay. So I still think Plug's going to go lower. So I end up going short right at the open, or right before the open with 1,000 shares. I'm like, you know what, just in case this thing snaps out of the gates and I don't get the time or the opportunity to short into the open, we're just going to go short pre-market. So now we're going into slightly a little bit of revenge trading. And I don't want to say total revenge trading because I typically don't do that. There's always a plan that I have in mind when I'm trading, even after taking a loss. So I can't really say it's fully revenge trading. But yeah, you are angered a bit. So anyways, go short pre-market here. Another 1,000 shares. Squeezes up. I take it off right at resistance, which was dumb. If I would have done my analysis a little bit smarter, I would have realized that that was resistance. So I basically covered the short into a squeeze, into resistance, which was just dumb. Then it reverses all the way back down. Trade would have been green. So then I am like, okay, screw this. So then I go short like 3,000 shares in here. Goes down. We make money. Squeezes all the way back up. We hold the short. Comes all the way back down to here. I reverse the trade completely green. I'm back up $3,000 on the day. I don't take it off. And then I basically just let it squeeze me again, which is dumb. I don't typically trade like that. This is not how I typically do things. So then I let it squeeze me back up and essentially lost, however much money, which was a total of $5,100 on that stock. So I was up a couple thousand on the day. Then I was down a couple thousand. Then I was up a couple thousand. Then I was down a couple thousand. And it was just dumb. All right. So then I take a couple more trades, end up like going green on the day and then back to red. And so it was just dumb. And then DTSS. DTSS was bit me in the ass. So this was from me just basically being overconfident in my approach to trading and really just not listening to what was in front of me. I mean, actually, I was listening to what was in front of me, but there really just wasn't much I could do with it. So earlier this morning, we shorted DTSS, perfect trade, made some good money. The stock was coming into all these lines right here at like 440 and 460. Those are long-term resistance lines and marks for the stock. So as you can see, the stock did not break that initially. It was all getting sold into. So I'm like, okay, it's not going to break resistance. So we hammer short here, ends up breaking, and then nobody's selling the stock anymore. At this time, I really should have started covering my trade into this low, but I didn't because I wanted to make more money. So a little bit of greed played into me holding the trade longer than I should have. So I let greed dictate logical thinking in this situation. And then I even said to myself, there's nobody selling this. It's all buying pressure. It's probably going to go up. And then even when it was right here, I'm like, it's probably going to squeeze through the highs, go through this resistance and squeeze more. So I had like a 12,000 share short here, and then I shorted more, had like 17,000 shares short, shorting into this resistance. So it's a clear breakout, and I'm still shorting into it like a jackass because I trust my system so much so that it can cause me to be blinded at times, which is not good, and that's why I take a significant loss here and there eventually I just get caught off guard and just do things dumb. So anyways, at the time DTSS was trading right here, I had about, maybe 13,000 shares short. I'm like, guys, in our trading room, I told everybody that this was going to go up and it was going to break out, and they should start buying into my short position because it's going to break out and I'm going to have to cover anyways. And so when I cover, the stock's going to squeeze. So I basically told everybody in our chat room to get long this move because I'm going to squeeze and all the shorts are going to squeeze. So I basically told everybody to squeeze me out. So at least somebody made money today on DTSS in a room and didn't necessarily lose on my short trade. So I ended up, squeezing out here 17,000 shares, helping the stock pop all the way up to here, essentially helping traders in our room make money off my loss today. So I lost, a total of about $13,000 today. 9,000 of it coming from DTSS, which was just dumb. So I am disappointed in myself because I don't typically trade like this. So, whatever you want to describe it as or however you want to label it as to why I did trade the way I trade, be my guest. I can't pinpoint it every single time, but so far, it was just a terrible day. I'm not happy with what I did. It started off good, but this display of trading is just absolute shit, and it should never be done this way. So I'm not happy with myself. The good news is I get to go on vacation here today. So with that being said, that's really today's trade recap. I could go over the winning trades, but I don't even want to talk about those. Those are irrelevant because the losses were so big today that they completely trump the win. So there's really no point in priding myself on those wins because I've done my job so poorly on the other two big losers. So yeah, cool. If you think about it, my average win rate's extremely high today, like it always is, but those losing trades, you can't have big losing trades like that. If you do, you will never make consistent money doing this. And this is a perfect example of what keeps somebody from making money trading. So this is going to hurt my P&L for the month. I was 115,000. Yeah, I'm green, but again, when you lose $13,000 in a day, it's fucking disgusting. That shit is. You got to take the wins with the losses, but come on, dude. $13,000. Like, dude, people don't even make that in like 4 months or sometimes. So that's just just a disgusting amount of money to lose, and it doesn't make you feel good. I just want to go curl up in a ball and go eat Panera soup. But we have work to do still. So we got to move forward. It is what it is. But essentially, I got squeezed here. Let everybody to know in my chat room to start buying this long and I said buy it long before I cover my short, so that you get a piece of my short squeeze. So the good news is the Lord knows that I have good intentions, and that is that I want to trade well, and I want others to trade well. And though I wasn't going to make money on this trade, somebody else could. So it made sense to basically accept a little bit bigger loss to help others make money in the chat room. So I did. So that's the only thing I'm really proud of today. So other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you today. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Hit the video, give it a thumbs up. As many thumbs up as you give today, because I need it, right? I need the YouTube algorithm to work in my favor after losing 13 grand today. So you guys hit the thumbs up. That'll help me a little bit more. That'll make me a little more cheerful. I won't be trading tomorrow. I won't be on, so there won't be any videos tomorrow. So with that being said, everybody, take care. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next video.